that loss last night.
And here tonight, Carterville comes in 500 on the season.
11 to a team like a Pinckneyville where their kids can do a lot of different things. Carterville's going to have to be very good defensively tonight. Carterville's, cannot have 18 turnovers like they did last night.
About the last 4 weeks, he winds up with 5 3-pointers in the game. And then you had Eli that dropped 14, a quiet.
That player has been Connor Hawkins. He helps other players be better by opening things up on the inside. You got to respect his shooting ability on the outside, and that really helps out with everybody else offensively.
We're at Rich Herron Gymnasium. And hear from Coach Hawk coming up next. This is Lions basketball on NewsRadio WJPF.
Hey Joe, I'm going to be shooting the back of your head. A little bit.
Hey, if you're watching on the streets, well, we have the coaches. Plus, we've got a crowd. We're right on the crowd. We're at the 8-minute mark. You can bring it back to us. Everybody wants to see Scott Hudson's face, so.
Yeah, especially the authorities that are looking for me. To beat a good Benton team.
Excuse me, we're going to go on and take another break here on our Bank of Carbondale pregame report. We'll continue.
Well, this would be a quality win. You're playing a team that's won, 18 games already this year, 18-6. So this would be a quality win. You'd win on the road where, quite frankly, Carterville's played back game here tonight. See how things go.
JoJo Johnson, Rich Younkus, Carterville Lions basketball. We are getting set. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off as the Lions prepare to take on the Benton. Dave along with Scott Hudson as the Lions starting lineup is being announced here tonight. It's going to be Carson Pearson.
Got the contributions from Nicholas Laird off the bench last night. Benton only starts 2 seniors, so some
couple of technicals. WJPF, the Benton Rangers come away with the basketball, and it's Reed Baumgart that controls, and he
and pop from about 8 feet.
Carterville's ball, 2-iron left, pass down low. Nice pass to Eli down, and he's able to bring it back to Johnson. Johnson looks inside, dribbles with the left hand, top of the key, brings it right wing. That is Carson Lewis. Lewis had the ball in his fingertips, couldn't hang on to it, and the Rangers come away with it. 5-2, 6.5 remaining here in the first quarter. With the right-hand dribble around the top is Carson Lewis. Needs some help. Nice defense by Pearson in his face. Hands it off to Jacob Seidel. He kicks it left from Carson Lewis. 2 3-pointers. It's 8-2 Benton.
Now they've
foul number 1 of the game.
Down and just could not get that ball to go in, but he will go to the line for the first time tonight. Here in the first quarter.
Siddle picks up the foul. The 6'5" forward. Downan's free throw is good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the 5.5 remaining in the opening quarter. Benton with the ball into the front court. Lewis has Garby on him. Over to the left wing. Baumgart now to Johnson. Johnson, the Lions.
Yeah, he was open. You got to take that shot.
It's 10-7. 4.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. Rangers into the front court. Pass to the right of the circle. That is Reese Johnson. Now to the left side they work. elbow, loses the handle, turns
For Carterville in their last 3 possessions.
Preston Sumner is going to check in to the game for Austin Garvey. Foul on Preston Sumner.
Now, let's see if Carterville can take advantage of that turnover. Connor Hawkins, I think, has only touched the...
Downan's there to collect it in. Down in top of the key. Leaves it for Anderson. Takes it to the right elbow from the free throw line. Jumper from Bryce Anderson is good. What a beautiful shot. Carterville's within 4. Johnson has 4, and it's back to a 6-point lead. Into the front court, down Rangers. Carterville a chance to...
You can't retaliate. Called.
Already a physical contest between these two teams, and we're just 6 minutes in. It's 50. Carterville's ball from the free throw line. Anderson, his shot is partially blocked, and a foul is going to be called on the Rangers.
On that last Benton possession, Carterville had gone to a zone defense. But
his first free throw was good. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by our friends at SIH, a comprehensive network of care. Visit online at SIH.net. And Eli Downen have done all the scoring. As Carterville's put 11 points on the board here in the first. Over to the right wing. Now they work it around the perimeter left side. Left of the circle, into the paint with the ball. McClintock, he travels with the basketball. And Carterville's going to get it right back with 61 seconds remaining to end the first quarter.
Yeah, lost his footing in the paint. Let's see if Carterville can cut into that 7-point Ranger.
Down to the left corner. Caden Hawkins pops from 3 from the left corner. Caden, just into the game, picks up his first field goal. Carterville's to within 4.
Carterville's finishing strong here at the end of this first quarter.
That is something we've seen from this Lions team the last few games, where they finish out quarters strong. Up top with 20 seconds remaining, Rangers have it and the 4-point lead. They're going to work the good. Reese Johnson, his first 3-pointer, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter. It is the Benton Rangers 21, the Carterville Lions 14. Second quarter action next on News Radio WJPF. Caden.
Second quarter possession arrow, Carterville.
21-14 as we head to the second quarter. The Benton Rangers lead the Carterville Lions.
Well, the good news for Carterville, they shot 80% in the first quarter.
Pass over to the right corner. Nice handles by Nick Laird. He steps inside the arc, puts up the shot, no good. The Rangers come away with the basketball. Outlet pass, little 10-foot jumper off the front of the iron. No good. Garby gets the board for Carterville. Eli Downen will take control and take it into the front court. He hands it to 16 Rangers.
Well, they are firing on all cylinders offensively, talking about the Benton Rangers.
Caden Hawkins, the left-hand dribble from the right wing. Skip past to Garby, now top of the key to Laird. Kicks it to Caden Hawkins. Caden's already got 1 to do so, and it's going to stay with the Rangers.
Garby with an unexpected 3. He was open.
Good look.
Yeah, just couldn't get it to go.
Up top, Reed Baumgart, the sophomore. He beat the Rangers, beat the Lions. He died. Nick Laird, head fake. Takes it in the arc, drops it to open. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout called by Shane Hawkins. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Going to have Carterville be moving from right to left, from left to right. Rangers moving from right to left. I must have put my shoes on backwards.
I'm moving from north to south. So
is that what it is? I always know my left from right depending on my shoes, and so I must have got it wrong today. Rangers have it in their home whites here at Rich Herron Gymnasium, 38-22. They have the lead as we start play here in the second quarter. They work the ball up top. Carterville stays man-to-man defensively. Johnson up top gets the ball to Reed Baumgart. He has Bryce Anderson on him. To the left wing, left-hand dribble. Anderson steps in to Johnson. Johnson just inside the arc, left of the circle, kicks it to the left corner. Baumgart's going to pop for three. Air ball from Baumgart. And the Carterville fans let them know about that. Here come the Lions. Anderson to Connor Hawkins, who's back into the game. He got the start, didn't play much in the first half, but he's back on the floor. It's the original starting five for the Lions. It includes Connor Hawkins, Carson Pearson, Bryce Anderson, Eli Downen, and Austin Garby. Carterville trails 16, just a minute, 5 seconds into this third quarter. Left-right dribble by Anderson. Top of the key, it goes to Pearson. Now to Garby. Takes it into the paint. Got a lane. Right-hand layup off the glass is good from Garby. 6 for Austin. Carterville is down 14.
No, nobody came over to stop Garby. He just went down the lane, just like parting of the Red Sea.
Across the timeline with it, that's Johnson. Pulls up the dribble. Gets relief from Carson Lewis. Now to the left wing. To Hammond. Now to Baumgart. Reed Baumgart has 6 first-half points. 1 3-pointer. Top of the key, takes it in the lane, stops, turnaround jumper. Oh, nice pass. Faked the shot. That was Carson Lewis with the assist as he found a cutting Reed Baumgart to the bucket. Baumgart converts, and it's back to a 16-point Ranger lead.
Great recognition to get that ball underneath.
Anderson hands the ball to Connor Hawkins. He takes it to the elbow. Downen has it. Now to Pearson, back to Connor Hawkins. Connor, no points in this game here tonight. Last night at DuQuoin, he was the leading scorer for the Lions as he had 22. Downen shoots. His shot no good. Garby a rebound, then put back, and he gets fouled. And Austin Garby will have a chance to go add to his 6 points and help cut this 16-point Ranger lead.
Yeah, Garby is usually Mr. Windex because he's usually cleaning the glass when it comes to rebounds, and he couldn't get it to go, but he will go to the free throw line where Carterville was 4 for 4 in that first half.
Austin, the 6'1 senior, his first free throw was off the iron. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the IBEW Local 702. Providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Garby's second free throw was good. Austin now with 7 points in the game. Carterville trails by 15. Johnson behind the back dribble to the right side. To Hammond. Now to the left wing, long three, top of the circle. No good from Baumgart. By Carson Lewis. Carterville has it in the front court. Connor Hawkins is going to pop for 3 off the front of the iron. He thought he had it. Looked good from here. We had a great view on that one, but the Rangers come away with the board. Into the front court, 40-25, Ranger lead. Carterville forces another turnover. The first of the Rangers here in the second half. Right-hand layup off the left side of the glass. A whistle and a foul before the shot. They're going to say it was up top, and it was right at the elbow. The foul is going to be on Benton's Reed Baumgart. That may be the first on Baumgart. And the second team foul on the Rangers. Carterville ball on the baseline to our right. Pass comes way out top to Eli Downen. Under 5 to play here in the third. 40-25, Rangers on top. Pearson to Garby. Garby dribbles, takes it to the block, puts it up off the glass. Benton Ranger fans think he traveled. Missed the shot. There go the Rangers the other way. Off the glass, left-hand layup. Reese Johnson is good.
And now Carterville throws the ball away as Downen throws the ball into Anderson. Misfire. Self-imposed, self-inflicted wounds right now for Carterville.
Coach Ron Weinmiller to our left. Arms crossed down into the corner. Shane Hawkins at this time sitting on the Carterville bench, which is unusual. He's usually up pacing. 42-25, 4:35 here in the third quarter. Into the game, Blake Stewart hands the ball to Baumgart. He passes to Johnson at the elbow. He just turns around and fires, no good. Downen gets the rebound for the Lions. Dishes to Anderson, to Connor Hawkins, who's going to launch from 3. Connor Hawkins is in the scorebook. His first field goal, it's a long 3 from the right wing, and it's 42-28.
They're going to need more of that if they want to get back in this game before the end of the third.
Oh, Bryce Anderson does a nice job forcing a turnover on the Rangers. Garby, the right-hand layup. He misses the bunny. And the Rangers outlet pass the other way. The right-hand layup is good from Wyatt McClintock, his first field goal. Whoa, that's a 4-point swing right there.
You cannot miss bunnies like that.
44,
you just can't.
44-28, Rangers on top. Garvey on the block. Pulls up the dribble, gets it to the right wing. That's Anderson. His crossover is picked off. And another turnover on the Lions and a whistle and a foul on Carterville. Foul is on Connor Hawkins.
Now Carterville with 2 quick turnovers. They had a little bit of momentum. And then, just like somebody waved a magic wand, they gave up that momentum.
44-28. Rangers ball. Johnson in the backcourt. Steps across the B at midcourt. Hands it to Hammond, Brad Hammond. He had 8 first half points. He hasn't scored here in the third. Driving down the lane, ball was loose. It winds up in the hands of Johnson. Nice pass down to the block. McClintock dishes to a cutting Blake Stewart. Stewart picks up his first field goal. And we have a timeout on the floor. It comes at the 3:09 mark here in the third quarter. Rangers lead it 46-28. It's a 30-second timeout. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. (46-28), the Carterville Lions trail the Benton Rangers here in the third quarter. Backdoor pass intended for Preston Sumner's tipped away. Turnover on the Lions. The Rangers are going to take it the other way. Johnson with the right-hand dribble, crossover, leaves it for McClintock. Now a long 3 from the right wing. That's off the front of the iron. The shot by Lewis, and a whistle and a foul on the Benton Rangers.
Now, Benton hasn't exactly shot the ball well in this third quarter compared to what they did in the first half. But the problem is, Carterville only has 2 field goals in this third quarter and 3 turnovers.
Perfect example of how streaky the Lions are, and I say that, and Nick Laird launches from 12 from the baseline and pops it from there. His first field goal, he was in double digits last night. He wound up with 10 points in that win at DuQuoin. That's his first field goal. He has 2. Lions trail by 16. Rangers basketball. Johnson on the left wing. Laird on him defensively. Right-hand dribble. Over to the right wing. Carson Lewis loses the handle. Preston Sumner's there. Comes away with it. Takes it the other way. Right-hand layup is good from Preston Sumner. Good D by Sumner. Carterville trails by 14 now.
He just lays the ball over the front of the rim, and Carterville back to within 14.
Carterville by no means out of this game. They are a streaky team and can get into it quickly, especially
an offensive foul on Benton.
That's a turnover.
That's 4 for them here in the third quarter. They only had 4 in the first half.
The foul was on Blake Stewart. That's the first on Stewart, but it's a turnover and gives them low to Sumner, and a foul from behind is going to be called on Wyatt McClintock as he was into the back of Preston Sumner. Sumner's come alive here in the third.
Yeah, he has. Well, he's so strong, you're not going to move him from his position in the paint, and McClintock basically just had to put his forearm into Sumner's back, and unfortunately for McClintock, the official was literally 2 feet away from him.
Carterville's ball. Downen takes the pass. He takes it right down low to Sumner. And a whistle. The bucket is good by Sumner, and Andy gets fouled and is going to go to the line. He's going to have a chance at a 3-point play. Sumner has sparked this Lions team here in the third.
Yeah, he has. I mean, we've seen glimpses of this throughout the season, and we always talk about, Carterville being more consistent. Preston Sumner's one of those guys that if he plays like we know he can, he could really be a factor.
12-point lead now for the Rangers as Sumner misses the free throw.
Starting now because that is the 7th team foul in the third quarter.
I like the fact that Carterville's pounding the ball inside to Sumner right now.
Yep. And if they have to double team him, somebody's got to be open, maybe coming down the lane or on the wing or in the corner to hit a big three.
Johnson picked up his third foul. Preston Sumner at the line hits the free throw. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by City of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, the entire city of Carterville. Hey, download the city's app. You can get it, the Google Play or the Apple App Store. They'll keep you up to date on the latest information within the city of Carterville. Glad to have them as sponsors as Sumner hits both free throws. Carterville trails by 12. Johnson has it for the Rangers with 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Baumgart, left-hand dribble to the left wing. Pass to the elbow. Lob pass down low, goes out of bounds. Another turnover on the Benton Rangers. Just give the Lions an opportunity.
6 turnovers here in the third quarter for Benton. And more importantly, they don't have a 3 in the third quarter.
Carterville can cut into this 12-point lead. 42.9 seconds remaining here on the clock at Rich Herron Gymnasium. Carterville coming off a win last night on the road at DuQuoin, a conference win. As the ball's tipped, Eli Downen saves it for the Lions, brings it across the timeline. Laird takes the pass now to Connor Hawkins way out top. At the point to Sumner. Sumner looks inside, gets it, and needs to get it to somebody. Hurry up, 5-second call. He dribbles finally, stops, gets the ball to Caden Hawkins. 14-13 on the clock. Downen over left of the circle. 9, 8. Into the paint. Sumner tried the skyhook, had the ball partially blocked. 3 seconds, the shot at the buzzer. Right wing at the buzzer is off the back of the iron. A good look from Brad Hammond. He had a little bit more time than what he thought he had. But at the end of the third, Carterville has cut this lead down to 12 as we're heading to the fourth quarter. It's 48-36. Rangers on top of the Lions. Fourth quarter action coming up here on News Radio WJPF.
Carterville 45% in the third quarter from the field and even 50% for Benton.
Carterville has the ball to start play. They've cut this lead down to 12. They were down by as many as 16. The pass down low. Preston Sumner gets the bucket and he gets the foul and can go to the line and get another three-pointer. Keep pounding that ball inside, boys.
He's wanting it. You feed the hot hand, and right now Sumner's the hot hand.
The foul is on Seidel, is second. Sumner hits the free throw. 9 for Preston Sumner. They've all come in the third quarter and here to start the fourth. 48-39. Lions are within 9. Carterville has forced 6 second-half turnovers on the Rangers. A whistle and a foul is going to be called on Nick Laird as he got into Reese Johnson. Basketball is going to be over on the far sideline here. Carterville 11-11 on the year. Benton 18-6 on the season. Rangers have it though. Shake and bake and a reach-in foul on Preston Sumner. Kind of ticky-tack, as wasn't much contact, but enough that the official felt need to blow the whistle. So that's the third foul now on Sumner. 48-39, 9-point lead. The pass, shot, pass down low on the baseline, and the reach-in foul is going to be called on Eli Downen as it was Seidel cutting to the bucket down the baseline.
I think everybody thought Hammond was going to take that shot from about 6 feet out. He didn't. He decided to go underneath to Seidel. And he hits the free throw, and that is Benton's only shot 3 free throws in this game tonight.
He has 7 points so far. 7:18 on the clock. It's a 10-point lead. Now it's an 11-point lead. The 6'5 junior with 8. Here in the fourth quarter, ball's on the floor. Sumner there to pick it up as it was rolling into the front court. Downen wants to set the offense for the Lions. Gets it down low to Sumner. On the block, drop step, turnaround jumper, high off the glass, off the front of the iron, rebound to the Rangers. They're going to slow things up. Johnson, left-hand dribble to Baumgart. Lob pass down low to Johnson. He dribbles out. Leaves it at the right elbow. The jumper from the elbow off the front of the iron gets his own board. Siddell, he gets the rebound, but he traveled with it. And another turnover, number 7 on the Rangers here in the second half. And Carterville can get it back to within 9 as they trail 50-39.
Carterville needs to go on one of those 7-0, 8-0 runs right now.
That would be sweet. Caden Hawkins into the contest, dribbles across the midcourt, brings it to the right side. Downen looks inside, gets it down on the block to Sumner, banks it off the glass, and good. Preston Sumner now into double digits. He has 11. It's a 9-point game.
They just can't stop him when he gets on the low block.
They can't stop him. And he's excited. 6:10 remaining, 50-41. Lewis looks inside, gets it to Baumgart. Long three, top of the key from Johnson. In, out, no good. And the rebound to Connor Hawkins. Carterville can cut into this 9-point lead here at the 5:55 mark. Will they get it into Sumner? He's on the right block. Defensively, as the ball is tipped away, turnover on the Lions. Rangers get it, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Nick Laird as they had the Ranger player trapped over in the corner. That was Hammond.
Well, Caden Hawkins had the ball originally on the out high on the left wing. The problem was he picked up his dribble, had nowhere to go, and then it just became a bad pass. And now we've got a discussion between Sumner, Lewis, and the official. And I don't think Sumner's real happy with how Mr. Lewis is treating him underneath the basket.
And Mr. Lewis has a smile on his face and another whistle to stop play. As Carson Lewis is going to come out of the game, so it'll be Blake Stewart that replaces him for the Benton Rangers. Sumner stays in the game, though. 5:42. It's a 9-point, 50-41 lead. Inbound pass comes into the backcourt. Johnson tracks it down. Has Caden Hawkins on him defensively. Johnson dumps it down into the paint. Nice cut to the man on the baseline, and Eli Downen just picked up foul number 4 as he got into the back of Baumgart, who was cutting down the baseline.
Well, first of all, Baumgart's only, 5'11".
Yep.
Downen doesn't have to leave his feet. Wait till he jumps, and you got a really good shot of maybe deflecting that shot.
Baumgart just hit his free throw. That's his 9th point. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH, creating a healthy Southern Illinois, made stronger by acts of caring that transforms lives. Visit SIH.net. Baumgart's second free throw, no good. Connor Hawkins able to get the basketball for the Lions. Into the front court, down and quickly, playing with 4 fouls. They try to get the pass into Sumner, tipped away, turnover on the Lions. The Rangers take it the other way, off the glass, whistle and a foul. Connor Hawkins fouled Blake Stewart, who took it strong to the hole, banks it home, and has a chance to extend this lead back to 13 if he can make the free throw.
It's almost like clockwork. Carterville will make a run on teams, play well for 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes, but then Carterville, like in the first half, has turned the ball over 2 consecutive times, and Benton has a chance to turn those 2 turnovers into 5 points.
Blake Stewart just hit his free throw. He's got 5. 54-41. Carterville was within 9, and now it's back to a 13-point lead at the 5:14 mark of the game here in the fourth quarter. Sumner still asking for the basketball, gets it on the block. Not a good pass, but he gets it back. Now the shot up top, no good. Sumner, big rebound. The ball stripped out of his hands as he went to put it back. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Carterville.
Now Sumner going strong after the basketball. I thought he may have gotten fouled on the shot, but
Bounce pass to Downen, left low block, turnaround jumper's good from Downen, and a timeout is called by Coach Shane Hawkins. He's contemplating whether it's a 30 or a 60. It's going to be a 30. 4:58 remaining, 54-43, an 11-point Ranger lead. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. $30, please. I can hear that. (54-43), the Benton Rangers lead the Carterville Lions. Coming up on our Polo Whip postgame report, we're going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. Stick around, under 5 to play. It's an 11-point lead for the Rangers. Rangers have the basketball. Carterville's picking up the defense intensity as the Rangers work the ball around, takes it into the paint. Right-hand floater's no good, and a reach-in foul. It's going to be a shooting foul as they get Caden Hawkins with the reach-in. That's going to be the first on Hawkins and putting,
they got Sumner.
Sumner, and that's going to be the fourth on Sumner. And the first free throw is good from Carson Lewis. Lewis has a dozen. The 6'4" junior. Second. Rims out, goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Lions. I want to say congratulations to the Carterville cheer team. They qualified for the state championship today at sectionals held this morning and throughout the day at Carterville High School. Carterville, here in this game, they trail by 12, 55-43. They have the basketball in the front court. Anderson to Eli Downen. Downen has a wide open three. That's off the iron, and it goes out of bounds. Watch your head, Caden.
Whoa.
Caden Hawkins went diving to save that ball from going out of bounds and was sliding and about cut the corner of the bleachers over there with the backside of his head. He's good, though. 55-43, 12-point lead for the Rangers. Still time for the Lions. They have plenty of time. They can get back in this. They get the ball to the elbow. Lewis lays it up with the right hand. Good for Lewis. 14 to lead the Benton Rangers, 57-43. Carterville's ball. Caden Hawkins drives the baseline, gets it to Sumner. Now to Bryce Anderson. His skip pass, wide open three. Caden Hawkins off the iron, and the rebound by McClintock, and the Rangers come away with it. Johnson, left-hand dribble across midcourt, curls and brings it back top of the key. 3:25 left in the game. Johnson cutting down the lane, takes the pass from Carson Lewis. Nice play by the Rangers.
Yeah, that might be the final gasp of air for Carterville in this game.
59-43, 16-point lead now for Benton. At the 3-minute mark, Downen has the ball stripped, a turnover on the Lions. And you can bet now maybe Benton will go to running some clock. Johnson gets the ball to Baumgart. Now to McClintock. Nice backdoor pass. Baumgart just banks it off the glass easily. Carterville had no defender around him as he cut the baseline. And now it's 61-43 with 2:40 remaining. Carterville's ball. Downen takes it to the wing. Now the pass is tipped into the seats. Carterville fans to our right. Lions broadcast is brought to you by Tony Gates State Farm. State Farm, with more drivers than any other company. Get to a better state with Tony Gates and State Farm Insurance. 2.5 remaining in the game, 61-43. Appears as though the Benton Rangers will avenge that loss they had the Heron Tigers last night. Carterville's going to see their record dip below 500 again. A wide open three from the right corner from Eli Downen is good. 13 for Downen, and we have a timeout on the floor, and it's going to be a 60-second timeout. 61-46, the Rangers on top of the Lions here on News Radio WJPF. Touching on, reaching out, touching me, touching Caroline. 2:09 remaining here in the game at Rich Herron Gymnasium. The Benton Rangers 61-46 the lead on the Carterville Lions at 15 points, and the Rangers have the ball. Carterville picks up the full court pressure. Rangers get it into the front court. They break the press. Get the ball to the guard, Johnson. Between the leg dribble, has Caden Hawkins on him. Crossover by Johnson. Under 2 to play now. Johnson dumps it down low. They kick it around. They're going to run the clock.
Yeah, it's going to run the clock.
Minute 48. Reese Johnson, 13 points. He had 9 in the first half. He handles the point well, though, for the Rangers. Good point guard. Gets the ball as the clock is at 90 seconds remaining. Benton just has the Lions spread out defensively. Johnson to the free throw line. Now between the circles to the logo. That's Hammond. Hammond has Laird on him. Carterville's going to have to foul. Will they do that, though? They trail by 15. 61-46. Caden Hawkins has his ankle snapped off defensively. In a bad way. Not in a bad way, rather. We're under a minute to go. The Rangers will push their record to 19 wins on the season. Carterville will be 11-12 following tonight's game. Nice backdoor pass. Baumgart's right there. The assist to Johnson. And it's 63-46. Skip pass for the Lions. Long three from Anderson is good. Top of the circle. Bryce Anderson, that's his second three of the game. He's got 10. The clock continues to roll. Under 20 seconds to go. 63-49, a 14-point lead. And at the corner is Brad Hammond. He just holds on to the ball. Carterville won't press. 63-49 will be the final score. The Benton Rangers beat your Carterville Lions. The Polar Whip post-game show, along with our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game, coming up next on News Radio WJPF. Okay.
See it.
(63-49) the final score. The Benton Rangers get the win over the Carterville Lions here tonight. Scott Hudson. Carterville had opportunities they had the lead down. Benton had got out to a 16-point lead. Carterville had cut it to 9. Had an opportunity to dig in deeper. Preston Sumner was battling. He was scoring some points. They just couldn't get any closer than that, and the Rangers put them away in the end.
No, they were down by 9, and two consecutive possessions they turned the ball over. And that was really the last gasp that Carterville had to make this comeback. Benton won this game in the first half. They were just lights out shooting the ball. For the game, Benton shot 64% from the field. They were 67% from the free throw line for the game. Carterville shot 50% from the field for the game, which is good. They shot 80% from the free throw line. That's good as well. Carterville was out-rebounded 16-13. Baumgart led Benton with 5. Garby led Carterville with 4. Carterville 12 turnovers in the game. Benton 11. In the game, Benton made 7 threes, and they all came in the first half. Benton with no threes in the second, but they were just so good at passing the ball, getting backdoor plays. And Carterville, as I said, lost this game in the first half. They could not overcome that big deficit at halftime.
When you look at the scoring for the Benton Rangers, they were led tonight by Carson Lewis, unofficially with 14. Reese Johnson with 13. Brad Hammond had 8, and they were all in the first half. Wyatt McClintock added 2. Siddell added 8 for Coach Ron Weinmiller. And you had Reed Baumgart with 13. And Blake Stewart with 5, 63 points scored by the Benton Rangers in the contest. For the Carterville Lions, they were led this evening by Eli Downen. He popped for 13, including 1 3. Preston Sumner, a big game. He had 11 points. Those all came in the third period when Carterville cut that lead down to 9. Excuse me. Then you have Bryce Anderson with double digits for the second game in a row. He had 10. Austin Garby with 7. Connor Hawkins with 3. Caden Hawkins with 3. Carterville scores 49 points, 63-49, the final score.
Well, go back to the first half. Connor Hawkins, I think, touched the ball once. He didn't play a lot in the first half. I don't know if it was a mismatch problem that Coach Hawkins was, needed to get him out of the game. And then, of course, you talked about Sumner. He came alive in that second half, and Benton really couldn't stop him. But, again, it was too little too late. And Carterville falls by 14 here to Benton.
Coming up when we continue here on our Purple Whip post-game report, we're going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. 63-49, the final score. The Rangers knock off the Carterville Lions right here on News Radio WJPF.
Who do you want to go with?
Sumner.
Works for me.
He got us as close as we could get there. So. That could be beneficial for the Lions.
Yeah, he's just got to play like he's got to control his emotions a little bit, stay out of foul trouble, but
Okay. (63-49), the final score of the Benton Rangers over the Carterville Lions. Scott Hudson, let's name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game.
Well, we've discussed it during the break, and I think we're going to go with Preston Sumner. Had a very good game in that second half. All his points in the second half. Benton really didn't have an answer for him once he got the ball down the low block. Did some really good things, and as you said during the break, maybe this is something going forward that will help Carterville offensively when maybe somebody else is struggling. But Preston Sumner, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game.
We're not going to have snow.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call
Sorry, Joe.
Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Call 534-8148. It's Joe and Lindsay McCann. They've been in business for over 20 years, proudly serving Southern Illinois. They specialize in commercial, residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. They also do equipment repair, bush hedge trimming, tree trimming removal, bush hogging. They do it all. If there's any question, just call Joe. He'll talk to you. 618-534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow. Call Joe. Preston Sumner, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. 63-49. Scott, next week we're going to get to have a home game. First one in a while, as the Lions are going to take on Anna Jonesboro, and then on Saturday night we're going to head back to Massac County. So next week, Carterville should win on Friday night. Could get a win on Saturday night, but there's only 7 regular season games left.
Carterville only has 3 home games left, and one of those will be next Friday night against AJ. And then they finish out the season at home against, I think it's Pinckneyville and Heron, or Heron and Pinckneyville. But, yeah, there's not a lot of home games left, and we have that treacherous road trip in a couple of weeks to Nashville on Friday, to Sparta on Saturday. But Carterville's still got a chance to, get more wins in the regular season than they had last year, which was 13. So, but it all starts next Friday night as the Wildcats come into Carterville.
Waiting on head coach Shane Hawkins to join us here on the post-game report. We also got to say congratulations to Matt Crane and the Carterville Lady Lions as they clinched a share of another conference title. They play on Tuesday night, and with a win, they will win the conference title outright. They are a fantastic team, number 4 in the state, and they're on a roll.
They're on a roll, and the thing you have to remember is they've played some bigger schools, which obviously helps you not only during the regular season, but come postseason time. So I think Coach Crane's team has a chance to be playing for a while in the postseason.
Would be nice to see that happen. Looking forward, they're not too far from heading into regionals as well. 63-49, the final score here at Benton. We're going to go on and take our final break on the Polar Whip post-game report. When we return, hopefully we'll have Coach Shane Hawkins. If not, we'll wrap up this broadcast. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Appreciate the text, Coach, by the way. Thanks. Senior night on Thursday, okay.
Should I be there? It's senior night. I'm a senior.
It's senior discount night.
All right.
That's what he means.
Oh, okay. That even works better.
Senior discount night. 25-cent bags of popcorn. Thanks, bud. (63-49) the final score. The Benton Rangers knock off the Carterville Lions here at Rich Herron Gymnasium. Let me clarify a couple of things. On Thursday night for the the Lady Lions, that will be senior night. The final home game as the Carterville Lions will take on the Pinckneyville Panthers. On Friday night, Megan Barton is going to be honored for her 1,000th point with at the home game on Friday night. So we're looking forward to that as Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here on our post-game show. Coach, 63-49. Benton, they got out to the big lead early there in the first half, and then you started working the ball into Preston Sumner, was able to cut it into 9, but man, like we say, the bugaboo for the Lions is turnovers, and that hurt.
I thought we were very casual. I didn't like our body language. I didn't think we had a sense of urgency or a sense of fight in us whatsoever tonight. And, we talk about it all the time. When somebody makes a bunch of shots, they shot it really well early. But they were shooting horse shots. We never made them uncomfortable. It was really, really easy for them, whether we were man or they were zone, or whether we were zone. And I think they were 7 of 9 from the arc the first half.
Yep.
But they were wide open shots, and that's what technically you're supposed to do with open shots. You're supposed to make them. And we just never had that sense of urgency or a fight to go up and make an adjustment. All right. So they're making shots. What do you do on the offensive end? All right. And I thought we played defense for probably about 11 or 12 minutes the first half, and offense for about 4 or 5 minutes. They would grind us for 30 or 45 seconds and wait for us to break down and capitalize, and then we'd try to shoot it really, really fast on the other end. I thought our shot selection was terrible the first half. Just, again, no sense of urgency offensively. I thought we had bad turnovers, very casual passes, and they made it hard because they won't let us step off. They wouldn't let us just walk and catch it. And the reference we used in the locker room was last night was really, really easy because we got to catch it wherever we wanted to. We were, up until the fourth quarter when they started pressing and trapping a little bit, we were never uncomfortable. We caught it where we wanted to. We passed it. We're going to beat teams we should beat, but we're not going to beat a good basketball team until that part changes.
Coach, coming into this game, my biggest question was how would Benton react to a tough loss last night at Herron? It was a conference game. I thought you might be catching them at the right time, that they may be overlooking you. They may still be sulking over their loss. But as you said, they had a lot of open threes, and that really took that right out of the equation.
Yeah, and, they lost last Saturday to Pinckneyville and played their guts out here and lost by 4. They had a conference game last night on the road and trying to revenge the loss from earlier to Herron. And so you kind of had things lined up for you to come and compete, and we let them get comfortable early. They made shots. They kind of got their heads up, and then we dug ourselves such a big hole. It was so hard to come back out of.
Next week at home, Friday night, and at Jonesboro. What do you work on with your players this week as you prepare for another conference game?
It's going to get better. It's doing things harder, more efficient, making harder cuts, snapping passes around instead of just being casual with our passes. Practice won't change. It's the same. It's going to be the same stuff. It's the same stuff that we emphasize every day. And then, until we have complete buy-in on every little small detail, we're going to be this. This is who we are. We're going to be we're going to be really inconsistent. We're going to beat bad teams, and we're not going to beat the good teams until that part changes. So we'll go back and we'll watch a little bit of film on Monday and Tuesday from this weekend, and then we got to worry about ourselves Wednesday and Thursday.
63-49, the final score. The Benton Rangers knock off the Carterville Lions. Coach Shane Hawkins, thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you, guys.
We'll see you Friday night. Scott, put a wrap on this one.
Well, Carterville obviously splits this weekend. They get the big conference win last night at Benton. Didn't play as well, and as you heard Coach Hawkins say, didn't compete as well as he would have liked to have seen his team compete tonight. But 7 games left in the regular season. You got to win the games that you're supposed to and maybe pull an upset. The seeding meeting, I think it's February 13th. That's important when it comes to winning ball games. But AJ, a team Carterville's already beat this year on the road. Carterville, get back to the practice floor this week and get ready for the AJ Wildcats on Friday night.
Friday night, AJ on the road on Saturday night. And Scott and I will have the action both nights for you. Tip-off slated for 6:45 for both of those games. Congratulations to the Salukis, a win tonight, 79-72 over Drake. Carterville JV beat the Benton Rangers 52-48 and 63-49. The final score here as the Rangers knock off your Carterville Lions. For our producer-engineer back in the studio, Brian R. Powell. Buddy, nice to see you.
Hey, good to see you. We'll get back at it next week.
That's Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great week. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The 62 degrees that it's going to be tomorrow.
Eat yourself into a coma.
And just have a great day. Go Chiefs. And we will talk to you next Friday night. The next broadcast of Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. God bless everybody.